Okay, so what we have today, the new ASCU Lite is going in this LMT Defender. I've already had an ASCU in this. I took it out of here to put in another gun. So there you go. That's a mess. I got to fix my mags. So let's get going. I'm going to see how easy it is as a drop-in replacement. The next video I'm going to do for the ASCU Lite is going to be installing it into a VFC MP5 A5. I love the MP5. Really getting to love it. Why? Do you see what I just did there with the M4? You can do the same thing with the MP5 from VFC. You could, I wish they made it. I wish they made their MP5K out of a version 2. They just made like the MP5K front end and put it on the version 2. That would just be even better. I mean, granted, you get velocity issues if you do all the work to match everything. But anyways, all right. So this is my LMT Defender. I've switched out a bunch of parts in here for retro arms. This is my Gucci gun. I love it. This thing is just ridiculous. So all ASG Ultimate parts, Lone X parts, and retro arms inside this beautiful GMP LMT Defender. Woohoo! Anyways, so enough of the rambling. So let's get this guy going. Let's get this guy open. And let's get this ASCU Lite in and see how easy it drops in. Move the camera a little. I just want to make sure you guys are seeing all this, including my fat belly. All right. Freaked out for a minute. I was like, "Where's my wires?" I forgot. I had already taken it out. Okay. Don't do that, guys. Don't freak yourself out. Alrighty. I guess in this one we're using the CNC production high torque motor, which I think is I don't know what it is. I'm not going to assume what it is. I got them from Jag. They've been working out really well in the shop. So I guess that's the motor in here. Apparently, you know, my ASG boost motor is probably in something else. So there we go. But what do I have here for motors? Now, I do have a Tinley 45, which I'm not going to put in this. Not going to put it in there. I personally am not a big fan of high-speed builds. That's just me in general. I do them. I have some where I'm liking high-speed builds now, or for the Lion Claws submachine gun class. That's where I'm now very excited for high-speed builds. Yeah. So, and that one's nice. Under sub 1 joule, pistol, caliber, magazine, full auto, no engagement distance. I love it. So, yeah. So you know what? Hell, let's do a DSG, right? Get a sub 1 DSG. That would be so fun. Indoors, just burp, 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 and that'll be that. All right, where is my punch? I have a punch, and I don't know where my punch is. Where is my punch? I don't know. My lazy punch, my non-hammer needed punch. I hope that's Loctite and we're not bleeding. Pretty sure that's Loctite. Let's hope that's Loctite. All right. Whee! All right. So previously, you can see radius. I like the bearing bushings. I'm using those guys. They're one of my favorite parts. I've never had them blow out. Never had an issue. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just super lucky, or it could be said that some people, when they have issues with things and they say, oh, it blows out the piece of poop, maybe, just maybe, they did something crazy. Maybe they did it and it's not right. Like I said, I've got a couple guys say, oh, ASCU is poop. I'm like, okay, if you say so. I've been using them over the last 4 years. I've had one personal one go bad. Okay. And what happened was the micro switch went out, and that was after a year and a half, and that was on a Gen 4 Plus, and they give you a 2-year warranty with that. So I don't understand why there would be an issue or an upset, because you just return it. And like I said, I just had a micro switch. I've had tens, like almost, I don't know how many. If I actually try to keep count through the shop, a lot of these guys, because I like them a little better than the Titan because of grease. On the engineering side of life, you know, grease on metal is awesome. Why? Oh, strip screw. Typical, by the way. Typical for G&G. I mean G&P and G&G and most anybody that uses hexes. If they use a cast screw, it's going to strip. These guys seem to be a little better. You know, I do recommend going online, switching those out. All right. To use stainless, you can actually order stainless screws. Let's get this guy open as we're getting close. We'll do a little bit of an, you know what, before we do that, let's move that over. Let's do a bit of an unboxing on the ASCU Lite. Okay. So it says scan to download and read manual before use. It'd be great if there's a manual in here. I haven't. I'm going to assume there is no manual. So I guess I will have to scan it to find the manual. So I'm doing this without said manual. All right. So, oh, this I like. Dean's already on it. Holy cow. I'm really liking the fact that there's a Dean's already on here. Whee! That makes me happy. I think this is it. That's it. Holy shnikes. Is that it? Wow. That is it. That is cool. Uh-oh. We do have parts. So, let's see. Not downloading the manual. So, we have a safety. We have a arm. I do not have manual for such things. What is this? Shenanigans. So, I guess I'm going to go download said manual, but opening it up, you've got a safety lever. Okay. Yeah, so you have reason why the safety lever, so you're going to install the safety again. That kind of bites, because this was for an ASCU, so there's no safety in here. I'm going to have to find and get parts to install a safety. All right, but they give you the arm. Stop a trigger from moving. I don't know what this is for. This guy looks like it's for the cutoff lever. I think that's going to come by and get flicked, maybe, by cutoff lever. Don't know. And then you have this piece. So we have three pieces. We have the selector, which is already on. Okay? Same selector. So that selector is already on. This board looks like it's going to drop in with no dremeling, which is very nice. Generally, I'll show you guys later when I open this up where you're going to need to dremel. where you had to Dremel for the old ASCU. Okay, the Gen 5s, so on and so forth. I know the Gen 6s are coming out, so I'm pretty sure you'll have to do that. I'm going to be very excited for the Gen 6s. So this guy's going to drop in there. Looking at where your gear's set up, yeah, that's for your cutoff lever. I mean, not cutoff lever, your sector gear. Okay, so there's that. Don't know what this is. We know what this is, and we don't need that. Safety arm, I'm going to have to find the safety now for said gun. So while that's happening, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to go download a manual. Okay, download it on my tablet so I can have it right next to me. And then I'm going to go get some safety parts and put the safety back inside this gun. Alright guys, see you in a little bit.